The following program is an OCAmedia community-produced episode of Oregon Life, and we would like to thank our sponsor, Torhorst Insurance. Hello, I'm Frank Caruso, producer of Oregon Life, and welcome to a brand new episode. This is part two of part one already aired of John and Jack down at Olson's Automotive right on Highway 138. And of course, you'll see in this episode, John's going to show us this incredible convertible that he worked on. I think it was 5 years. He'll tell you. And then we'll meet some owners of some Model A Fords as I was there. The day filming, they were having a get-together, and they have lunch and do this, I believe, every month. But John and Jack were great. We got to see some amazing vehicles that they have really saved for the future generations that are, vehicles like this are just disappearing, but they are preserving them for the future. And it was great to be with them and learn. I learned a lot. So enjoy this episode of Oregon Life with John and Jack. They're back. Does that save the electric?
Yeah, it's kind of a safety thing. It's best if a car's inside like this to have the battery unhooked. Disconnected, yeah.
With all cars or just?
Every car that we have in here, we have the batteries disconnected. Oh. Kind of a safety thing. Plus, newer cars, they'll drain the battery if you have it hooked up. So, yeah.
But just for a day, no?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How do you like that car?
Love that. Look at that interior. Now, was this an original color, or did you?
Well, the history on the car is I was looking for a convertible, and Jack found one up at Iola, and it was all bare metal. There was no material on the seats. There was no material on the top at all. And so I called the guy up and talked to him, and I said, I'd like to buy it, and can you deliver it? And he said, well, he was worried that I wouldn't buy it because I hadn't seen it. And I said, well, Jack told me to buy it, I'll buy it. So anyhow, I had to go up by Eau Claire to pick it up. And it took me quite a few years, about 5 years to build it. I did some custom things to it. And I like the white interior with a convertible because it's a little cooler. I wanted to look like it was built in the 50s or early 60s. But I've got a...
Is this down here, is that an air conditioner?
Yeah, it's got air conditioning. It's automatic with overdrive. It's got a 351 engine out of like a 70s Ford.
I noticed the symbol in the back here. What is?
Just a V8 emblem. I wanted to get a little touch of the pinstriping like that, so we had one of the pinstripers that does work for us, did that.
Nice design.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
It's kind of neat. This is a third brake light here.
So that'll illuminate
at
night.
And when I did it...
Or when you hit the brakes.
Yeah. Some of the things I did, this is supposed to be square here. I radiused the trunk lid opening. I put 49 Plymouth bumpers on this. Did a few other things to it that are kind of custom.
When you start to work on a car, do you have your mindset how it's going to be, or does it change as you start working on it, like this radius down here?
Part of it is we used to go to the car show back to the 50s, and I'd see cars like this, and I copied a lot of things from what I had seen on another guy's car, who ends up a good friend of ours that we see 3 times a year. And his car had white interior with kind of gold accents I like silver better. His had the Plymouth bumpers, but I changed a few other things in it too.
Could you open the hood?
Sure.
Is the front original?
All of the front here is original, except for the Plymouth bumper. But another thing I did, there's supposed to be a seam here. I welded that seam shut. And then also, usually on these cars, this comes forward. And I didn't like the way that looked. And so then I welded in some metal here to make that look a little different.
So this was two bumpers?
Two fenders, yeah.
Two fenders.
Two fenders. There's a seam here.
So somewhere you welded it?
I welded it, yep.
Bonded it maybe and sanded it maybe?
Yep, yep. It's got power steering, power brakes, air conditioning. Just kind of a simple 351.
Okay.
I don't want to go fast. I just like to
Cruise in it.
cruise in it,
Beautiful.
yeah. Yep.
How fast can it go? Can you get it up to?
I might have gone 100, but don't tell anybody.
That's out. That is not on the video now.
No, you can have
Yeah,
it.
we're good. We got to clean out the exhaust system, right? That's
Yep,
why
we got to do that.
All right. So, John, what was the hardest thing to do in getting this car done?
When I got at the top, on these cars when they're original, the top kind of goes up and it's kind of like a Model T, and I didn't like that look. And so I chopped the top, just the back part, 3 inches. And that went good, but being that, you know, it's an old car and people didn't care how they were when they were, you know, 10 years old, it was very hard to get the mechanism and adjust the top. And I was able to buy a kit, and the adjustments are like an eccentric bolt. So I spent, I don't know, a couple days just to adjust the top so that it would work. And then of course I sent it out to have somebody put the convertible top material on, which is a black cloth type material. I guess they call it hearts, yeah.
Hi, this is Harold Bursaw from Sun Prairie, and I own this 1931 coupe, Ford Model A coupe. This car was part of the family of a cousin of mine, and both of them have passed away, and I felt compelled to keep this car in the family. This is my third one that I've had. I've had a 30 Model A like this, as well as a 29 two-door sedan.
Can you, now of course you have a collector plate.
Yeah.
Can you ask for the number on there, or is it whatever comes up?
Well, in this particular case, it was just a number that came up. I could have gotten one that I wanted, if, you know, a personalized plate, but I didn't. I just took the cheap route. The collector's plates are good for driving for 11 months out of the year. The month of January, you cannot drive your vehicle. This is the color that it was when I purchased it. I haven't done anything with the paint job at all. I have put on 16-inch tires, and I did that only for well, I needed new tires, so, but I did it only to have a more comfortable ride, because the springs in these are pretty sharp. Olson brothers did the wheels. They powder coated those wheels and installed the tires on it for me. And we do have a rumble seat. I gotta get over here to get at it. The grandkids love to ride in it.
So getting in there?
One step.
One step?
two-step,
Oh,
and that's why I have that piece of carpeting in there, so that they don't have to step on the seat.
got it. Okay. So there's the step there, two-step, and is that original? The steps on there?
Oh yes,
Yeah?
that's
Okay.
all original. And I've got an original 31 license plate on it, simply because the car came out of Minnesota. But I've been chastised for that. Because we're in Wisconsin, I should have a Wisconsin 31 plate. I have one available to me, but I haven't done anything.
So is this an automatic or a
This is a 3 on the floor,
three on the floor? Okay.
and in order to make it easy shifting, you have to double clutch it, just like you would in a truck. Got turn signals.
Horn?
Horn, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
Original horn.
That's the original horn.
Okay. You want to hit it again? One more time? Love it. Harold, thanks for being with us.
Hello, I'm Earl Gritton, president of the Wisconsin Region Model A Restorers Club, a longtime member here along with many of our other members, and we're meeting at Olson Brothers today for our monthly meeting. Okay, we're here because of a mutual interest in the Model A Ford automobile made from 1928 to 1931, a 4-year period, a great revolution from the Model T, a step up from that. And we love them, we tinker with them, we help each other, we meet monthly, we go on tours, parades, and promote the Model A and the fellowship that comes with belonging to the group.
Hello, I'm Jeff Berge. I've had this car since 1967. I bought it in Leonard, Minnesota. I was 15 years old. And I've had it going ever since. The hood just got put on this last year. But I've had it a long time. I bought this and several others. And I still have this, another 28 coupe and a 37 pickup that I bought in 1967.
So when you were young, you got this in Minnesota?
When I was
Did
15.
you drive it?
Oh,
back?
it was all in pieces. Yeah, they were raising chickens in it.
Oh my God.
And this was a local horse car. Lady of the evening.
Okay.
She's a favorite guy. The townspeople called it Anna Boonis. That was the gal's name. They all wanted the car to leave. And she had Arnold carved in the steering wheel, which is still there. But yeah, all the people in Leonard, Minnesota were glad to see this car leave.
When you got it though, it was in pieces.
Yep. An old guy, Tulloch Rancet, on a farm out there and was raising chickens in it. But yeah, it was all in pieces. Fenders were off, everything was out. Nothing worked. But yeah.
Can you open the door and just show us the inside there, Jeff?
I had to make extenders for the seat so I could drive it.
Of course. Did you do all the work on it?
Yep. Well,
The paint job?
well, Jimmy Dunn was a mailman in Oregon. He helped me paint it back
Okay.
40, 50 years ago.
Wow. The horn work?
If the battery's charged. No, it needs a little adjusting.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for the tour. This is great.
Thank you, yeah.